Are you struggling to check if an element is present in your Laravel Dusk test? You're not alone. Today, we're going to tackle this common issue and show you how to effectively check for elements in your tests. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when your tests fail because they can't find an element. This is a common challenge many developers face, and it can really slow down your workflow. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I check if an element is present at a specific XPath in Laravel Dusk? They provided some code, but were unsure if it would work as intended. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So what's the issue here? The user is trying to find an element using XPath, but they want to ensure that the code only executes if the element is actually present. This is crucial for avoiding errors in your tests. And stick around. I have a great alternative method to share at the end that could simplify your testing process even more. To check if an element is present in a Laravel Dusk test, the user can utilize the assert visible method. This method will help confirm the visibility of the element at the specified XPath. If the user wants to execute code only when the element is present, they can wrap the assertion in a conditional statement. This way, the code will run only if the element is found. Alternatively, the user can use the whenAvailable method, which waits for the element to appear before executing the code. This is useful for dynamic content. Lastly, if the user is still facing issues, they can consider using the try-catch block to handle exceptions when the element is not found. This will prevent the test from failing unexpectedly. Fun fact, did you know that XPath is like a treasure map for your HTML? It helps you find exactly what you're looking for, but sometimes the treasure can be elusive. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to check if an element is present in a Laravel Dusk test is to use the assert visible and assert present methods. Assert visible ensures the element is visible on the page, while assert present checks if it exists in the source code. If you need to check for an element using XPath, you can directly use the driver instance on the browser object. This allows you to call methods from the Facebook WebDriver API. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative approach suggested by a user involves using a try-catch block to check if an element exists. They recommend using the assert_not_null method to verify the presence of the element. If the element is not found, an exception will be thrown, which can be caught to log the error message. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to use the assert_not_null method in Laravel Dusk. This method checks if an element exists by targeting it with a CSS selector. Here's a pro tip. Always handle exceptions when working with element locators in your tests. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. By using a try-catch block, you can effectively check for element presence in your Laravel Dusk tests. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.